Welcome to USF College Daily. I'm Galen Markstrom. On September 19th, Panasonic announced a new camera they are releasing sometime in mid-2017. It is their Lumix GH5 and is the next step up from the Lumix GH4. This camera will be great for consumers and independent filmmakers as it will be roughly $2,000 for the camera and include 4K internal video capabilities at 60 frames per second, making it better than many $10,000 plus cameras. It also has the ability to take 6K photos at 30 frames per second when using continuous shooting. In other news, we have a new USF movie moment for you today.
Welcome to USF's Movie Moment. I'm Austin Clement, and today I'm going to be reviewing the movie Hillsong, Let Hope Rise. This movie is a documentary that tells the story of Hillsong Church's band, Hillsong United, and their journey of writing and producing their album Empires. This movie was supposed to come out last year in 2015, but because of technical difficulties with the studio that was going to release it in the US, the movie was dropped, and so Hillsong had to find a new company to release it in America. And now that it's out, it is a visual masterpiece. I went into this movie expecting a good documentary, but the footage I didn't expect to look that great because A, it's a documentary, B, it's a documentary that's about a church thing, and C, it's a documentary created by a non-Christian director, so I didn't expect him to put his best foot forward because he doesn't necessarily believe everything the same way that they do. But I'm so glad that I was wrong, because every single shot in this movie was beautiful and made my eyes come alive with sparkle. And like one of my friends, we were sitting right next to each other, and we kept leaning back and forth like, that looked amazing. Oh my goodness. Literally doing that throughout the entire movie. This documentary, the story behind it is, I loved how it let you know the heart behind the music, and it let you know about all the time and all the work and all the sweat and tears and joy that went into making this album. And it sheds a whole new light on everything.
I'm just a country girl.
But for me personally, I do have two gripes against the movie. The first one is that towards the beginning of the movie, within the first 30-45 minutes, it kind of takes two rabbit trails in one direction, telling you that they're going to go this way with the story, but then they kind of leave those there on a cliffhanger, and then they go back to telling their original way, which is fine, but you kind of are left wanting to know that. But yeah, so that's the first gripe. The second gripe is that this needs to be experienced as a shared experience, because in my theater we only had like 10 to 15 people in one of the larger theaters in our movie theater, and nobody really got involved, which is kind of sad because at the beginning it says this is a worship experience, we encourage you to get involved, and all that happened that I know of was that me and my friends that were there, we just kind of stayed sitting and sang along. But I saw stories all over social media about packed out theaters that were all standing and worshiping and praising God together throughout the movie, which would have been awesome to see. So all in all, I gotta give this movie a 9.5, and that is solely for the reason that it needs to be a shared experience with a larger group. With USF's Movie Moment, I'm Austin Clement.
Thank you for joining us today. Be sure to come back daily for your news updates. With USF College Daily, I'm Galen Markstrom.